And I love to take this approach with like boosting mood or boosting happiness chemicals with using the actual chemicals themselves, because happiness is structural. I've said this before and I say it a lot, like our happiness is structural and it's not personal. So oftentimes anyone who is experiencing depression or anxiety or stress or low motivation, our energy is definitely connected to the balance of these chemicals in our body. Oftentimes we kind of get into the story of, our past, who we are as a person, things that we were taught and told, and then we'll make up things like, and I say this from my own personal experience, but make up stories of like, I don't deserve to feel happy. I don't deserve to feel connected. When truly we all have the biological makeup for these 4 chemicals in our body. And so we're all capable of feeling it and having that experience. And too, I love to focus on the happiness chemicals, because instead of trying to say, for example, like stop anxiety or stop feeling depression, stop feeling the negative, if we just in turn focus on the positive, boosting those happiness chemicals in our body, then naturally we'll notice the other negative symptoms go away. So we're going to use the greatest tool today to boost the happiness chemicals, and it's our own body. We spend a lot of time disconnected, frankly, from our own bodies, just from our own stress, our own busyness, being in a stimulated state with our nervous system. We get very disconnected or dissociated sometimes. And so just through the practices of connecting to our own body, using our body as a tool to move this stuff, these maybe unresolved emotions. So unresolved emotions, stress and toxins, they all store in our body. That just happens over time, whether it's exposure to certain toxins, and our skin is an organ, so it absorbs anything that it's exposed to around us, or maybe mental stress that we're experiencing, or just stressful. Hey, sometimes life happens, I think especially around like the holidays, we get busy. And so even when, and I'll say this too, even when something positive could be happening in our life, if it's just a lot, if it's busy, it's got us very mentally occupied, it can still be stressful. So stressful doesn't automatically mean like, oh, like you're having negative life circumstances, even though it does. It can also be just you're really busy. Yeah, it's with good things, positive things are happening, and like holidays can be a really great example of that. It's still a lot for our nervous system. So that all gets stored in our body. And oftentimes what I've seen, and like everything that I share here is backed by science, research. That's why I love to share this stuff, is because it does have research-based evidence to show the proof in the pudding, I guess. But we store all of this in our body, and it can manifest in different ways, like sometimes even like physical pain, sometimes disease, discomfort, low energy levels. Sometimes our low energy, feeling tired, can be a result of just stuck stuff in our body. And one thing I wanted to share too is everything has energy. Yeah, everything, and that's just science. Everything has energy. Everything has a certain frequency, and it can be measured in hertz. And there are certain frequencies that we find pleasant, and there are certain frequencies that we find unpleasant, meaning like they don't necessarily resonate with the frequency that feels good for ourselves. So things like stress, toxins, unresolved emotions, unresolved memory or past experiences can sometimes have a low frequency that doesn't quite resonate with our body. And so that's when I believe over time, what happens is like disease can manifest, illness can manifest through our body. So we're going to use our bodies to move that energy. Just one of the perfect ways. There's a lot of things that we can do with our environment to help boost the chemicals and move this trapped energy in our body. And we can also just use our body to move this energy. We got one person joining us. So, hi, Abigail. We are just about to get started. Was just giving a little information download on why boosting your dose. And this isn't just about making boosting our mood. It really does help to regulate our nervous system. There's two states that our nervous system can be in. It's fight or flight, flight, freeze, or fawn, actually, and then rest and digest. And so while life happens and naturally things happen where our nervous system can go into fight or flight, it's not wrong if we do. It's a natural, I was just sharing this recently. It's the prey and predator instinct, if you want to think about it in the very basics, which is a very primitive biological system in our own bodies, prey or predator. So that it naturally happens with life. We have certain circumstances that occur. So by creating a routine, a practice, creating the time for yourself to put yourself in that calm nervous system state, the rest and digest, it helps to create that balance. Because one thing, and this is one thing we see in science for sure happening, if we're in that constant stimulated state, fight or flight, then one of the things that can happen is adrenal fatigue. I actually had an experience of adrenal fatigue before, and it's where your adrenal glands are just they're overwhelmed. They've just been so active in that fight or flight state that your nervous system just goes into overwhelm, and then there's no regulation, which adrenaline plays a role with dopamine and endorphins as well. So it's all connected. So we're going to start by standing up. So finding some space for yourself, and move this chair aside. Oh, I thought this shirt was perfect because oxytocin. So all you need is love. All right. And just come to a standing position with your feet connected to the ground, your arms relaxed down by your sides. And go ahead and close your eyes. This is an inward journey, really connecting with the sensations of your body. And just take a deep, cleansing breath in. And a relaxing, slow breath out of the mouth. Another deep breath in. Filling up. And a slow breath out of the mouth. Take another big breath in. And a slow breath out. And just continue to breathe in whatever way feels good for you right now. Noticing the sensation of your inhales expanding and your exhales softening and going down. And our breath is one of the greatest tools to use to get direct connection with our nervous system. In moments, we can switch from the stimulated fight or flight state into the calm rest and digest state. So we'll do a little bit of that. Also a little bit of cleansing the energy in our body. One of the greatest ways is with our breath. Oftentimes we have the stale air, carbon dioxide down in the bottom of our lungs. So this first breath is the bellows breath, and just keep breathing and listening. I'm going to explain how we'll do it. So just standing where you are when we begin, you're going to start to exhale and inhale rapidly through your nose. And I want you to focus on your exhale and focus on bringing your abdomen up and in to help support your diaphragm, pressing the air out of your lungs. Each round will only do for 15 seconds, and I'll keep count, and I'll give an audio demonstration of something it will sound like when we start. We'll take a breath in, breath out, and through the nose. So again, it's a rapid exhale and inhale with the focus on the exhale, pressing the abdomen up and in to press the air out. Think of a bellow that's trying to fuel fire, flame fire. So go ahead and take a deep breath in through your nose. Relax it out. Start your next breath in and begin. Keep hugging the abdomen in, pressing the air out. Halfway. Take a deep breath in. And a slow, long breath out. Just noticing how your body feels, your breath. It's maybe your first time doing something like this. Might feel interesting in your abdomen, working some of the muscles you're not used to. We'll take one more round of the bellows breath. So go ahead and take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Start your inhale and begin. Firmly getting the air out of the nose, nice and firm. You're halfway. Just keep staying with what you're feeling and noticing. About 5 more seconds. Deep breath in. Slow breath out. And then return to your natural breath cycle and just notice what you feel. Arms, legs, relax your jaw, relax your belly. And stay connected to your breath while I explain our next breath work. And this next breath work is a double inhale with a soft exhale. And this breath I've adapted from a neurobiologist who does research in dopamine and other things as well for personal development. And so there's some research and science behind this. When you take your first full breath in, and then that second breath in, it fills up certain sacs in the lungs that might not get oxygen with one breath in. And so it's going to be a deep breath in through your nose. And when you get to the top, we'll take another sip of breath in and a slow breath out. We'll start this really slowly. So go ahead and take a deep breath in through your nose, filling up all the way. When you get to the top, take another sip in. And then exhale, let it go. Another big breath in, filling up all the way. Then a second sip of breath. And relax it out. Again, inhale fully, deeply, all the way to the top. Take another sip of air and let it go. Do a few more at that pace. Big breath in. Another sip at the top. And a full breath out. Two more. Big inhale. Another sip. And let it go. Inhale all the way, filling up the lungs all the way to the top to your chest. Then take another sip of air and let it go. All right, we're going to continue with that. We'll start to go a little bit faster. Big breath in, another sip, let it go. Inhale, another sip, let it go. Keep going. Big breath in, another sip, and let it go. Relaxing it out. Inhale all the way to the top. Another sip. And let it go. I'll go for about 15 more seconds. Breathing in. Another sip. Let it go. Inhale. Filling up. Another sip. Let it go. Inhale. Another sip. Let it go. Last one. Inhale. Another sip. Let it go. And return to your natural breath cycle. And just notice what you feel. Can you relax your shoulders? Let your feet ground down into the earth. Relax your jaw. Notice what you feel with your breath. And any different sensations you might be feeling, just noticing and knowing that this is part of this production of the D.O.S E, the happiness chemicals. I'm going to do another cycle of that breath, the 2 inhales and soft exhale, and we'll start with that fast-paced breath. So now that you know what you're doing, it's a big breath in, another sip in at the top, and a soft, relaxed breath out. Go ahead and take a deep breath in to begin. Let it go. And begin. Inhale full. Another sip. I'll let it go. Inhale. Another sip. Let it go. Keep going. Inhale. Second breath. Let it go. Keep going at your own pace. Fast breath. Let it go. Keep going. Full breath. Let it go. Inhale. Let it go. About 5 more seconds. Breathe in. Let it go. 1 more. Let it go. This time, take a deep breath in through your nose. Fill up all the way to the top. Let your shoulders rise to your ears. And now, a big, relaxed exhale out of the mouth. Maybe a little wiggle or shake with the arms to let it go. And then again, a deep breath in through the nose, filling up, expanding the body in all directions. Shoulders rise. And a deep exhale, sigh it out. Let the arms shake it out. Think if you're just shaking the energy off your arms. Deep breath in, filling up all the way, cleansing breath. Shoulders rise. And let the arms drop, shoulders drop, maybe a shake out. Big breath in, filling up, expanding in all directions. Let your body expand. And a deep sigh out. Let it out with a big sigh. Let it go. Sound is a great way to release energy. Take a deep breath in, filling up, filling up. Let the shoulders rise and drop. Let it go. Couple more. Big breath in, filling up, expanding. Feel your whole body expand in every direction. And a deep exhale. Let it drop. Let it ground down. Shake it out. Big breath in, filling, expanding. Deep exhale with whatever sound wants to come out. This time on your inhale, let your shoulders rise all the way. Now let your arms rise above your head. And then let them drop down. Let whatever sound wants to come out of the mouth. Let them shake out of the arms, the legs. Let a deep breath in, expanding. Let the arms rise, shoulders rise up to the top. And let it go with a sigh. Drop your arms. Let them shake out. Really shake all that energy you've been carrying off your arms. Big breath in. Arms up. And let it go. Maybe a wiggle of the legs, a shake of the arms. Another big breath in. Arms up. And let it down. All right, last one, just like that. Big inhale, arms up, shoulders up. Big, big, big. And let it go. All right, this time you're going to take a big breath in. Let your arms come up all the way to the top. A slow exhale. Keep your arms up. We're going to slowly start to bring them down. Slow, 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 slow. We'll take a full 60 seconds. Maybe they move down in a straight line. Maybe they move from side to side. But feel every movement that they make. Keep breathing, moving slow, moving slow. Just notice your arms moving through gravity, a sensation. Maybe little circles. Whatever natural movements your body wants to make. Keep moving slow. We're about halfway. Maybe your arms are around or near the height of your shoulders. Still just moving slow. It becomes very sensual if you notice every little movement that your hands, your arms, your shoulders make. Another 15 seconds or so to make our way down. Keep moving slow. And once your hands come back down by your sides, just let your arms hang, your feet still grounded down into the earth. Just check in with your body. How does your body feel? And how does your mind feel?